Good morning. Happy day. Thank you for being here today. I have a nice chill yoga flow this morning. We'll need a blanket and a block or pillow. So a blanket and a block or a blanket and a pillow. Sounds like we're getting ready for bed. We're not. And just they're used to bring the ground closer to you. And I'm not sure if we'll even use both, but if we do, it'll be nice to have by. So go ahead and grab those things. And when you do, find a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. And you can sit up on your yoga block or your blanket to find support, having your hips higher than your knees. And we'll cross at the ankles, sit up nice and tall, let your eyes close. And allow your body to relax here. Allow the tension inside your chest or in your belly or in your shoulders to start to relax. As we move into a place of collective ease. So yoga isn't here to hide what's inside of us. Yoga is here to draw out what's inside of us, to make apparent, to become aware of. So as we sit here, we aren't trying to quiet our mind or stop our thoughts. We are trying to be one with those thoughts, to notice what we're thinking, when we're thinking it, how it comes up, why it comes up. And then doing the work of not letting the thought take control over us, but just allowing the thought to pass us by. Allow your breathing to slow down. Allow your inhales and exhales to become longer. And try to hang out with this breath throughout the duration of today's class. So these long inhalations, deep inhalations, and slow exhalations. And don't let the breath stop at the chest. Allow the breath to go into the belly. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll wrap our arms around us. Give ourselves a big hug. And take a moment to tell yourself something kind, something loving. And it can be can be I love you, can be that I am strong, I'm confident. Take a moment, tell yourself something kind. Then when you're ready, we'll release our arms, bring them up towards the ceiling. Big stretch. Interlock the fingers, flip the palms up, lean back. Lift the heart. And then as you exhale, take a side bend to our right side, bringing the right hand down, the left arm over, pushing into the right hand, drawing the left shoulder back, gazes up. As you inhale, coming back to center, reaching that right hand up to the sky, meeting the left. And then exhale, side bend to the left. Left hand comes to the ground, right hand comes over. Left hand pushes into the mat, drawing right shoulder back. Inhale, bring the left arm back up to center. Exhale, cactusing the arms, lifting the sternum up, relaxing the shoulders down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands behind us, interlocking the fingers. Roll the shoulders up by the ears, rotate them back, squeeze the scapulas together, lift the sternum up. And release the grip, bring the arms up and over, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, bring the hands down in front of you. Walk your hands forward, coming into a forward fold, resting the forehead down on the mat. Walk your hands back, lifting the heart up. Switch out your legs. So whatever leg is in back, bring it forward, switching out the crisscross. Bring the right arm up and over the head, bending at the elbow, bringing the hand between your scapula. Draw your lowest rib cage down, so we don't want to poke that out. And you have two options here. First is you can grab onto that right elbow with the left hand, pushing downward. Keep drawing lowest rib cage inward. Or second option is you can take left arm, bring it behind the back, reach it up to grab the right fingertips for cow face arms, Gomukhasana arms. Whatever feels best in your body today. Keep drawing that lowest rib cage down. It's going to want to puff out. And the right elbow behind the head as best as you can, stretching the tricep muscle. Relax into your breathing. And release your left arm and then the right arm. You can roll out that right shoulder. And other side, left arm's going to come up and over, bending at the elbow, hand comes between the scapulas or behind the head. Right hand's going to grab onto that left elbow, and we're going to push down, tuck the lowest rib cage under. If you took the other variation before, you're going to bring the right hand behind the back, bend upward at the elbow, and clasp fingers. Tuck your lowest rib cage down and under, and letting the shoulder relax away from the ear. So if you can touch hands, it doesn't mean that your chest is more open or your triceps are more open or more flexible. Sometimes it's just your body's anatomy that allow you to touch hands Long arms, long fingers. Stay with your breathing. One more round of breath. And gently release the right arm first, left arm second. And bring the arms around the body. Give yourself a big hug. Stretching, grabbing onto the shoulders, squeezing the elbows together. Good. And then switch. Top arm comes on the bottom arm comes on top. Give yourself a big hug. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Repeat that mantra to yourself. So, whatever you told yourself earlier, go ahead and say it again. And release. Cactus the arms, lift the sternum up. Big open heart. Good. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands plant in front of you. And we'll roll onto our knees, uncross our ankles, coming into a neutral tabletop. And if you do have a blanket under, you can open the blanket a little bit wider and place it underneath your knees for a little bit of cushion. And otherwise, shoulders come over wrists, hips come above knees, and we're going to start to move our hips side to side. So we just did a lot of yumminess on our shoulders, and now we'll take it into the hips, lower body. And so you can take figure eights with the hips, so you're drawing a number 8 with the hips, moving in every direction. Make sure to switch that direction too. Just kind of moving all over the place. And starting to pause in that neutral tabletop, moving through 3 rounds of cat-cow, dropping the belly down, lifting the tailbone up, and then exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat pose, rounding the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Inhale for cow pose, shoulders back, heart opens, tailbone lifts, and exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat pose. One more round, inhale, bringing the belly down, lifting the tailbone, gazing upward. And exhale, tuck round in, drawing inward. Maybe pausing here in this cat, letting the chin tuck to the chest, rounding the shoulders up. And inhale, coming back to neutral. We'll curl our toes under, sit back on the heels, and roll out your wrists. Open and close the fists. Okay, go ahead and plant the hands back on the ground. Take your right arm up to the sky for a twist. And then as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle, bring the right arm through, right ear down to the mat, and then extend that left arm forward, letting the shoulder drop. And let the full body relax. Relax the weight onto that right arm. And slide left hand back. Reach right arm up to the sky. And then rolling out that shoulder. So a couple air guitar swings. Move in one direction and then slowly in the other direction. Bring that right hand back to the earth. Left arm's going to come up to the sky, open the chest, and then exhale, thread the needle, bring the left arm through. Left ear comes to the mat, right arm extends forward, let the right shoulder drop. Pausing in the posture and moving into your breath flow. Sliding your right arm back, pushing into the mat, inhale the left arm to the sky, and then as you exhale, air guitar, 3 in one direction, and then 3 in the other. Bring that left hand back down. We'll curl our toes under, lift the knees up, push your hips back, first downward facing dog. We'll pedal out our legs, moving really gently here. Taking your gaze forward, we'll walk our feet forward, coming towards a ragdoll, bending the knees, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head hang heavy. Go ahead and release the arms heavy to the mat, and we'll start to roll the body up nice and slow, stacking the head over shoulders last. Kind of wiggling out the hips, bringing the hands to the hips, and taking a few figure eights here. Make sure to move to the other direction. Okay. Pausing, bringing the arms up and over, grabbing the left wrist with the right hand, lengthening the left arm upward, and then side bend to the right side. Pushing down into the left foot, left shoulders drawing back, both arms straight and strong. Keeping the chest open, so not letting that left shoulder drop down. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side, grabbing the right wrist, lengthening over. Keep both arms straight and strong, pushing the right hip out and right foot down towards the earth. Coming back to center, inhale. We'll cactus those arms, lift the sternum up. Last time, one of these. Exhale. And inhale, bring the arms back above the head. And exhale, we'll forward fold, hinge at our hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulders back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let go. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Exhale. And inhale, arms to the sky. Reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Let go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. And last time, inhale, bring the arms up. This time, exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Release your left knee down to the earth. And you can bring your left hand onto a yoga block if you'd like. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Keep your right knee inward towards midline. Reaching that right arm up. Stay for a few breaths. Exhale, right hand comes inside of right foot. Curl your left toes under, lift the left knee off the ground. Walk your hands to the left, pivoting on both feet, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, taking halfway lift, flat back, shoulders back. And exhale, we'll take that nice deep forward fold, hinging at the hips. You can always have a little bend in the knees. Let the weight tilt forward towards the balls of your feet and the crown of the head to be heavy. See if you can shake your head yes and no here. And letting the body fully rest. And walk your hands to the back of the mat. Framing left foot with both hands, drop your right knee down to the earth. Inhale, sweep your left arm up to the sky for a twist. And again, your right hand can be on that yoga block. Keep your left knee in line or moving towards midline. On your exhale, left hand comes inside of left foot. Curl the right toes under, lift the knee up, and then walk your hands back towards the middle of the yoga mat, pivoting on the feet for wide-legged forward fold once again. Walk your hands out so hands come below the nose. Inhale, sweep your left arm up to the sky for a twist. And option, exhale, left hand comes behind the back for a bind. If you are taking that bind, maintain the left shoulder back, right shoulder drawing forward. And everyone, we want to keep our weight shifting forward towards the balls of the feet. If it's possible, lift your kneecaps up and engage your quadriceps. Inhale, the left arm comes back up to the sky. Exhale, left hand to the earth. And other side, inhale, right arm up. And exhale, right hand behind the back if you did so before. Inhale, right arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down to the earth. We're going to walk our hands over to the front of the mat, pivoting on the feet once again. Step your right foot back to meet left in a plank pose. And nice and slow, we're going to lower our body down to the mat. Bring your left forearm in front of you. Prop yourself up. You're going to bend right leg at the knee. Reach back with right hand. Capture the inside of the ankle. And gently push that right heel down towards the right glute. Let your right hip come down towards the earth. And make sure to breathe here. If it's too much, keeping yourself propped up, you can let your chin fall to the earth. Go ahead and release. And we'll switch. So right forearm will come in front. Left leg will bend at the knee. We'll reach back with left hand. Capture the inside of the ankle. Give it a little squeeze here. And again, if it's too much to keep the chest lifted, we just let the chin fall to the earth. Returning to our quality breathing. Release that leg down to the earth. Bring both hands to a push-up position, curling the toes under. Inhale, rising up to a high plank, and exhale, pushing your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can give yourself a little pedal out of the legs here. And we'll inhale, bring the right leg up towards the sky, bending the knee and opening your hip. You can point your toes, if you'd like, to the back corner of the left side of your yoga mat, really stretching the fascial line, whatever feels best for you. And then as you exhale, nice and slow, we're going to step our right foot between our hands. Inhale, rising up to a high crescent lunge. Arms reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, bringing the left heel down to the earth for warrior two, arms come wide. Inhale, straighten legs, straighten arms, reach to the sky. Exhale, come into that warrior two, bending right knee. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach up. And exhale, warrior two. And inhale, straighten right leg. Lift right arm up to the sky, reverse triangle. And we can push right hip slightly forward here and even grab right wrist with left hand and pull that arm back. And then as you exhale, we're going to reach our right arms forward, forward, forward for triangle pose, bringing the right hand to a yoga block or to the mat, left arm coming to the sky. Inhale, rising up. Star pose, arms to the sky, turning toes in, heels out. And exhale, hands come behind the back, interlocking the fingers. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, squeezing scapulas together, setting up for Prasarita Padmottanasana. Tailbone lengthening under, heart lifting high. And then as we exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold, bringing the crown of the head down, arms come up and over. Weight tilting forward towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, bring both arms up to the sky, lift yourself up. And exhale, turn your right toes forward, warrior two. And inhale, taking a reverse warrior, reach the right arm up. And exhale, we're going to cartwheel both hands down to the ground. Step back to a plank. And nice and slow, lower the body down to the mat. Uncurling your toes, rolling your shoulders back, lifting your chest, cobra pose. And exhale, letting go, releasing down. Two more rounds. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders drawing back, elbows in, Bhujangasana. And exhale, release. Go one more time. Lift the chest, Shoulders back, elbows in. Nice open heart. And exhale. Release down. And let's inhale to a neutral tabletop and exhale to a child's pose. Open the knees wide, big toes together to kiss. Sink the hips down on the heels. And you can massage your forehead here. And just taking a moment to connect down to the earth by massaging the forehead on the mat. And feeling really good as you do this. Feeling that support from the earth. Coming back into you. And we're going to inhale, round forward, neutral tabletop. And exhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Left side, we'll take our left leg to the sky and bending the knee, opening the hip. And you can stay right here. We're straightening left leg, pointing the toes to the right corner of the yoga mat, getting that nice fascial line. Really opening the side body today. And then as you exhale, closing off the hips, stepping the left foot between the hands. We'll inhale, rise up to a quick crescent lunge. Left knee stacked over the ankle, arms to the sky. And on your next natural exhale, warrior two, right heel comes to the earth. We may need to heel toe, left foot in. We'll inhale, arms to the sky, reach up, straighten arms, straighten legs. And exhale, warrior two, bend the knee, arms come wide. Inhale, lift up, lengthen, exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, lift up and lengthen, exhale, warrior two, bend the knee. And we'll inhale, reverse triangle, reach the left arm to the sky, straightening left leg, and you can stay right here, grab onto that left wrist. As you pull back, left hip can come forward. We breathe. And then releasing the arms, bring them parallel to the mat, reaching forward, lengthening side body, setting up for Utthita Trikonasana. Left hand comes to the earth or to a block, right arm comes up. There can always be a micro bend in left knee. We're pushing into the big toe of left foot, anchoring into the outside edge of right pinky toe. Top shoulders drawn back, gaze spun up. If that aggravates the neck, you can always spin your gaze downward. As you inhale, we'll rise up. Toes in, heels out, arms to the sky, and exhale, extend the arms forward. You're bending at the elbows, sweeping the left arm underneath the right, setting it for eagle arms. You can give yourself that little bear hug once again, or you can crisscross at the wrist, bringing the palms together, and pinkies come towards middle. As you inhale, we're going to lift our elbows up, look up, lean back, and then exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Letting the upper back round and chin come down to the chest as you do this. Unraveling the arms, big circle sweep to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, extend the arms forward. Bend at the elbows. Right arm comes underneath left. Same thing, little bear hug or twist at the wrist. Bringing palms together. Pinkies towards midline. Inhale, lift the elbows, look up, lean back, and exhale. Forward fold, hinge at your hips. Let go. Unravel the arms, reach the arms to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, warrior two to the front of the mat. Turn the left toes forward, bend the left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift the left arm to the sky. And as we exhale, we'll cartwheel both hands down to the ground, stepping left foot back to meet right, high plank pose, and nice and slow, lowering the body down to the mat. And bringing your forearms down to the earth. Setting up for Sphinx pose. So creating the number 11 with the arms. Palms are flat to the earth. You're going to roll your shoulders back, lift the chest like a sphinx on the side of a pyramid. And we'll bring our feet wider than hip width distance apart, pushing into the pinky toes of the feet. Pulling, so dragging those elbows back and heart forward. Spinning your gaze to the right side. And then spinning the gaze over to the left. Okay, coming back to center. Releasing the forehead down. Extend the right arm out to a capital T, left hand to a push-up position. You're going to bend left leg at the knee. Foot is flexed. And then pushing into left hand, we're going to roll to the right side of the body, lifting left knee up and placing that foot behind right knee. Getting to a chest opener. Stay with your breathing, focusing on just your body today, what your body needs, fueling your body for the day to come. Come back onto the belly. Bring your right hand into a push-up position. Left hand extends to a capital T. We're going to bend right leg at the knee. Foot is flexed. Pushing into right hand. Lifting right knee up and then placing that foot behind the left knee. Coming back to the belly. Hands to a push-up position. Inhale to a neutral tabletop. And exhale, hips back, child's pose. This is our last child's pose of today. So just take a few moments, really get into it. Nuzzle the hips towards the heels. And palms flat to the earth. Inhale, lift your hips, neutral tabletop. And exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. We'll take our right leg to the sky. Inhale, straight right leg. And exhale, step the right foot outside of right hand. Release your left knee down to the ground for lizard lunge. So left hand can be on a yoga block here. We're going to take right hand and gently push right knee outward towards the right side. And you can stay here today, or you can reach right arm up and extend it behind you. You can stay here today, or bend left leg at the knee and reach back and capture the ankle for a little extra quad. If you are reaching back for that bind, make sure that your right shoulder is drawing back. So this helps to open your chest here. You're going to gently release left foot, bring right hand back to the earth inside of right foot. And then slowly heel toe the right foot over to the left side of the mat, setting up for pigeon pose. Dropping the right knee down to the earth. And you can sit on your blanket or your pillow here, placing it underneath the pelvis for support. So it brings the ground a little bit closer to you, especially if the pelvis doesn't touch the ground on its own. You will definitely want that support there. As you inhale, you're going to push into the leg, lift our heart up. And then as you exhale, we're going to start to walk our hands forward. And you can come into your forearms. This is perfect. Or you can lie completely flat on the torso. You can take your yoga block and let your yoga block support your forehead as well. So it all depends on where your body is today. When I come into these different poses each day, they change, they shift, so the props I need change and shift as well. The thing that is consistent is breathing. And this union of yoga poses with breathing pranayama and this meditative aspect create three of the limbs of yoga, yogasana, pranayama, and meditation. Stay for one more breath here. And when you're ready, walk your hands back. We'll lift our heart up. Shift the weight into your right leg. And we're going to draw left leg around for double pigeon pose. So I will face you. So your right leg is down on the ground here. And you may be sitting on a blanket. And for now, let's just take this blanket out so that we see where we need our support today. And you're going to take your left ankle and place it directly over right knee. So it's important to have the shins parallel here. So thinking like I don't know, like two straight lines stacked on top of each other. So you may notice a couple of gaps in it, and this may be really challenging to do. So we have a pillow and a blanket, or a yoga block and a blanket. And if your right knee is lifting off the ground, you're going to take the blanket and place it underneath that right knee. And that should give you a little support. And if your left knee is lifting, you can take your block and place it underneath the left knee. And so what we've just done is we've created a little bit more comfort for the legs. Now, if you notice any other gaps, you can sit on a bolster, you can sit on a pillow or a blanket to bring the hips a little higher. That can feel really nice as well. Or this could be plenty for you. Maybe you don't need any props at all, and that's great as well. So either way, we want our feet flexed, nice and active. This protects our knee. We're going to sit up nice and tall as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to start to lean forward. And you might not get very far. Maybe your hands can touch the ground, maybe not. And maybe you can walk your hands all the way forward and maybe not. So just take a few moments and breathe here. Really concentrate on your breathing. This is one of these yoga poses that really change and shift every single day depending on your activity level, and what you're doing to your body the days beforehand. So, for example, some days I don't need any props, and some days I need all the props. And so, our body just feels the way it feels in the days that it feels. Um, so, the more that we do stretch, move, foam roll, and strengthen our body, the more consistency you can find. But that isn't dogma. That isn't always the truth. So, I think what is keep breathing, by the way, we're still in the pose. Um, I think what is consistent is our breath and the posture and finding compassion for ourselves within these poses. Our body is not here to perform for us. Our body is here to help us to live the best life possible. And so when we do things like foam roll, stretch, and strengthen, we are aiding in that support for our body. Working out, yoga, these aren't things that we have to do. These are things that we get to do to take care of this beautiful vessel that homes our soul. So movement, postures, breathing, meditation, this is medicine for your body. Stay for just a few more breaths. And then inhale, lift your heart up, walk your hands back. Let's take that left leg off first. Remove your props, set them to the side. And then we'll extend our left leg behind us, curl the right toes under, and come back towards a downward facing dog. And you may want to move out some of the energy of that leg. And then when you're ready, right foot comes to the earth, left leg comes up, inhale, and exhale, left foot steps outside of left hand, releasing right knee down to the earth, setting up for lizard lunge. So again, you can have a block underneath your right hand. We're going to let left knee fall out. Left hand's going to push onto left knee. And you can stay here today or take that left arm up, reach it back, and you can stay there today or bend right leg at the knee, capturing the ankle with the left hand. Start to release the bind, lift the left arm up, bring it back over, and then slowly we're going to heel toe left foot to the right side of the mat, setting up for our first pigeon. And you can see what block props you need here. So if pelvis is not touching ground comfortably, place a blanket underneath the pelvis. Support your body. Find an inhale, lift the chest. And then as we exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward. Coming down to the forearms. Maybe coming fully into onto the chest. Forehead to the block. Whatever feels best in your body today. Let's stay for one more breath here. And then inhale, lift your heart up, walk your hands back. You shift the weight into the left hip and gently draw the right leg around. Come into your double pigeon. So again, that right ankle stacks directly over left knee. Right knee comes over left ankle. And we first notice where our gaps are. So maybe we're sitting on a blanket still. That's perfect. And maybe we bring a yoga block in between ankle and knee. So just taking a few moments, set yourself up. Set yourself up for success, as they say. And flex both feet. Keep your knees protected. Sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to start to lean forward. Maybe only get a little bit forward. That's okay. Forearms come to the thighs, to the shins, maybe. That's fine. Hands can come in front of us as you lean forward. Take time to find comfort and then returning to flow of breath. So breath is medicine. Let it flow into the body where you need it. The deeper we breathe, the more relaxed we are, the easier the tension is to flow away. Just stay just a couple more breaths here. And then inhale, lift your heart up. Gently take that right leg off and then extend it behind you. Move your props out of the way. Plant your hands, curl your right toes under. Step the left foot back, down dog, and take any kind of movement on this side that you need. We'll take our gaze forward and walk our feet to the outside of our hands for yogi squat. So lowering our hips down into that yogi squat. Elbows pushing out the knees, knees pushing out the elbows. Sitting up nice and tall, take a few breaths. And then we'll gently round our spine, lower our hips down, extend the legs out, feet together, knees open, Baddha Konasana, tall spine. Inhale and forward fold, hinge at the hips, exhale. And then we'll inhale, round back up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. So moving through the spine like a wave of energy. Inhales draw you up. Exhales bring you forward. Inhales bring you up. And exhales bring you forward. And we'll stay forward this time. Inhale, lift the heart up. And with the help of the hands, exhale, bring the knees in towards each other. Wrap your arms around the legs. Give yourself a little hug. Lean back. Lift the heels and slowly roll onto your back. You can massage your lower back here. Keep your right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long. Give it a little squeeze. And then draw your right knee over to the left side of the mat for a twist. Draw your right knee back to center. And then slowly extend right leg straight. And we'll switch other side. Left knee comes into the chest. And I'll give it a little squeeze here, stretching the hip flexor just a little bit more. And then carefully drawing the left knee over to the right side of the mat. We'll draw our left knee back to center. Extend the left leg long. Pull both knees, pull your feet towards the earth, bending at the knees. Grab your blanket, lift the hips up, and slide your blanket underneath your hips, just for a little support for a moment. And then slowly, we're going to bring both feet up towards the ceiling for supported legs up the wall or supported shoulder stand. Both have the same effect. We're inverting the body, so we're helping cool down our body just a little bit more, helping blood flow moving towards our heart space, releasing any tension or swelling inside the legs, inside the feet. And then bending both knees, opening the knees wider than the rib cage, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Happy baby. Bringing the knees back together, bring the feet down to the earth. Lift the hips, remove that blanket, and then slowly extend your legs long, coming to your final rest, your Shavasana. Letting your feet open like a book and the palms to face up towards the sky. Together, we'll take one last breath in and a collective sigh out. Shavasana. Begin to draw a deeper breath in. And start to reach your arms over your head for a full body stretch. Draw your knees towards your chest as you turn the body to one side in the fetal position, utilizing your bicep like a pillow. And with your free hand at your own speed, rising up to a seat. Wrapping the arms around the body one last time, giving yourself a really big hug. Recalling what you said to yourself at the beginning of class today and bringing that in one last time. Remembering that this is the only body we have. So treating them with love, with kindness, compassion, forgiveness, and all the other things that we extend to others. Bringing them to ourselves first. Bringing our palms together, thumbs to the forehead, bowing our head down, and it's with all of the love within me that I bow to you. Thank you for showing up today. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. feelgoodyoga@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll see you next time you make it to your yoga mat. Have a beautiful day.